Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and either are any of these blokes. This is my old mate Bob, ProvoBob from 1AR-M clan in the mighty T95, also known as the Doomturtle, and it's big, it's slow, it's enormous. Have a look at it. It's got a pretty good gun, and it's not a bad tank. Got a buff a few patches ago. Now, ProvoBob from 1AR-M clan is on stewiejp. I often get the question, was this map really named after you, Stewie? No, if it was named after me, it'd be called stewiejp, not stewiejp. Anyway, ProvoBob from 1AR-M clan in the T95. He is on a mission. He's on a mission to do 3 times more damage than the hit points of his tank. He also wants to win and survive this one for the secondary condition. He's got APCR rounds loaded, which is premium ammunition for this tank, because he's on a mission and he's ready to rock and roll in this tank. Unfortunately, the first shot doesn't go through. He does spot the STA2 though. 750 alpha damage for this gun. 155mm gun, 750 alpha, 320 penetration with APCR rounds. Standard ammunition, 276 penetration as he loads, and he pops one into the STA2 and kills him for 500 hit points. Now, did I mention the armor on this tank? Did I mention the armor on this tank? This tank's got a hell of a lot of frontal armor. That's what it's well known for. It might not be fast, it might not be nimble, even though it did get a speed buff a number of patches ago. It is, believe it or not, it used to be slower. The frontal armor on this thing can be very, very challenging to penetrate, and that's demonstrated excellently already by Bob. He's already blocked 2,390 hit points of damage, but his mission is not to block damage. His mission is to do damage. He needs to do 3 times the hit points of his tank. So he started with 1,800 hit points. 3 times 1,800 is 5,400 hit points, and look at this, he's just blocking these people like you would not believe. He just said, stuff it, I'm just going to go into this section, this northern section of the Polish map. Stewiejp doesn't manage to penetrate the E75, unfortunately, though. Waits for his gun to reload. He's looking right at him. Have a look. This E75 is looking at him as well. Bounces the Type 4 heavy tank, firing AP rounds, Type 4 heavy, and ProvoBob looking towards these enemy tanks. Unfortunately, doesn't penetrate the E75. Looks like he might have hit his gun on that, or near his gun on that occasion. 1,984 hit points of damage done. 3,160 damage blocked by armor. Now, without giving too much away, he's going to that damage blocked by armor is just going to continue to go up. Now, the Type 4, was that last shot? That sounded like HE from the Type 4 in the end. Now, this is from patch 1.4, which I think is before the changes to the Japanese heavy tanks. 2-1 is the score. 2,691 damage done by my old mate ProvoBob from 1AR-M clan. So he's halfway to his mission. He's halfway to his mission for 5,400 hit points. Bounces some more damage, up to 4,000 damage block now. The T95 Tier 9 American slow-moving, non-turreted tank destroyer is an absolute ripper. Like I mentioned a number of patches ago, I think it got a bit of a speed buff. It used to be even lower. Look at that. He's looking for the cupola. Doesn't quite get it. Maybe should have went for the cheeks on the E75. Does cop 500 hit points of damage there from the E75 that time. Blocks another shot, this time from the M103. Brings his damage blocked by armor up to 4,500 hit points. Nearly 2,700 damage done. Waiting. There you go. Gets his second kill of this game, killing the M103 for 753 hit points of damage. That's going to go towards his mission. Nearly out of APCR rounds. Blocks the E75 easily again. Now this look at this tank. This tank used to be a lot slower, like I mentioned earlier. Bit of map ping going on there by the Conqueror. The Conqueror asking his teammates, said, come on, let's get stuck in up here. This is where the enemy tanks are. The E75 bounces the T95 again, bringing Bob's damage blocked by armor up to 5,930 hit points. Shoots just that looked like the top of the turret of the Emil 1, the Tier 8 auto-loading Swedish heavy tank. Brings his damage up to 3,730. Blocks some more damage there, you heard that one, and he's well over the halfway point now for this mission. Blocks some more shots, blocks these shots with ease. The auto-loading Swedish heavy tank looks at the E75, doesn't even land that shot, unfortunately. Not the most accurate gun in the world, I don't think, the T95, but ProvoBob from 1AR-M clan, having an absolute ripper. He'll be thinking, gee, I wish I could use this for these damage blocked by armor missions. Have a look. 7,060 damage blocked by armor now. Finally gets one into the E75. That helps with his mission. Brings his damage up to 4,227 hit points. Now, it looks like the Oh, the E75 that time got him through. It must have been the commander's hatch because the commander gets injured. A quick tap of the 5 key fixes the commander though, and it looks like Bob's got the HE loaded now. Gets him for 435 hit points there into the E75. He's only got 1 premium round remaining. Hasn't used any standard rounds yet in this game. 5-1's a score though. Just tucking in here. He's getting a little bit more cover. Guessing that the E75 is sort of, maybe the E75's worked out where to damage Bob in his T95, the non-turreted American tank destroyer. Shoots him again for 392 damage. That brings his damage up to 5,054. Only needs another 346 hit points of damage to get this mission for the T28 HTC. TD mission number 8 do 3 times the damage as the hit points that he brought into this game. Look at that. There you go. Another 300 gets the mission, says thank you very much. 5,420 damage done. 7,500 damage block. Now, the secondary condition is to win and survive. Now, with the score in 5-2, you'd hope that your team is doing okay for the win. And ProvoBob doing the right thing here, looking towards that E75, thinking this is the guy we want to get rid of this guy. That should have been the kill. That should have been his 3rd kill. The E75 only on 155 hit points. That should have been kill number 3 for ProvoBob from 1AR-M clan in the T95. Now, 1AR-M clan, let me tell you a bit about them. 1AR-M is part of the 1AR group, the 1AR family, and that's the clan for the people who want to kick back and still be part of the... there he goes, gets the kill on the E75. 3 kills for ProvoBob from 1AR-M. 5,575 hit points of damage. 8,360 damage blocked by armor. And bit of aggro going on in the chat between some other players, not Bob, some of the other players. Looks like it's the players who are in the south. The south are looking at the mini-map. The south is well and truly won. ProvoBob taking a little bit of a risk here. Turns sideways, blocks the LTTB, doesn't block the SU 130 PM. He wants to look. I'm hoping he survives this one. If you win and survive, he'll get the secondary condition for this mission. He's already got the primary condition to do 5,400 hit points of damage. He's done that quite comfortably, but he's down to 274 hit points. So he's going to continue. Uses his repair kit, fixes his tracks, back up, because he wants to survive this battle. That Type 4 heavy tank will possibly take more than 1 shot to kill, or if he gets a penetrating shot with the AP rounds, you should be able to kill the Type 4 heavy tank, the Tier 9 heavily armoured Japanese tank. A bit about 1AR-M. Is he going to... I don't like the look of that angle. He's doing the right thing, holding his shot. Waiting. There you go. Oh, my beer. I've got this. ProvoBob from 1AR-M clan on 4 kills. 6,211 damage. 8,720 damage blocked by armor. A little bit of assisted damage already. 8-4's the score. They're winning by 4. I'm not sure what Bob's thinking, but I know what I'd be thinking. I want to survive this. I want to get the secondary condition for this mission. Already got the triple hit points for that mission, 5,400. Got that 800 hit points of damage ago. But while we're waiting, I'll tell you a little bit about 1AR-M. 1AR-M is a clan that's part of the 1AR family. They use the same Discord, the same platoon mates. Everyone keeps, the banter and the good times and the laughs that 1AR is famous for. 1AR-M is certainly a part of that, but 1AR-M requires no commitment for clan wars or any of that kind of stuff whatsoever. It's the social side of the 1AR group, if you like. I mean, 1AR are pretty social, so are 2AR, but 1AR-M they want to be part of that without having to commit to clan wars and all that kind of jazz. 8-4 the score. Now the Skoda certainly going to be looking at Bob. Shoots him once and bounces. He shoots him twice and bounces. Pulls back, possibly for a reload. And Bob will be thinking, geez, I've blocked a little bit more damage there. 9,360. Your beauty. Can he block 10,000? Let's see. We've already got the mission. He needs to survive and win to get the mission for honours. With the score an 8-5, you would hope, and looking at the mini-map, especially the southern half of the mini-map, you'd think the win is in the bag. 9-5 the score now. 4 kills to ProvoBob from 1AR-M clan. T95, Tier 9 American, heavily armoured, non-turreted tank destroyer. Flies towards the Skoda T50, doesn't land the shot, gets spotted, pulls back, angle. 9-5 the score, doesn't want to die here. The LTTB gets killed on the enemy team. The T54 dies though. That Emil, or probably the Skoda might might be trying to spot Bob, but Bob needs to be careful. 274 hit points left on that tank. 6,211 damage done. 9,360 damage blocked by armor. 4 kills. He's done his job in this game, that is for sure. Gets spotted again, possibly by the Skoda, possibly by the Emil. I don't think it will be the Emil. Blocks the Skoda once, blocks him twice, blocks him 3 times, and that's going to be the Skoda's reload. Lines up where the Skoda was shooting from, thinks about shooting him, decides against it. The Emil 1 gets taken out by the Progetto 46. There's the Rimby Borsig Waffenträger as well as the SU-130PM. The SU-130PM gets taken out by Tommy in the Conqueror, and that brings the score back to 12-6. Looks like Bob's trying to back up there. You might as well go forward, mate, because you cannot reverse back up that hill. Looks like it's a little bit too steep for the Doomturtle, the T95 non-turreted American tank destroyer. 10,320 damage blocked by armor. Have a look at that down below. 10,320 damage blocked by armor. He gets spotted again. It has to be by the Skoda because the Striv is on the other side of the map. He gets spotted by the Skoda. He's sitting up here thinking, oh, what am I going to do? Should I blind shot him? Tommy pings the map in the Conqueror. He's had a ripper of a game too. He's on 7 kills on the other side of the map. No, he's coming up to try to help. And Bob's saying, stuff it. Let's just grab this. Let's see if we can find this bloke. Let's go to T50. I reckon he was on pretty high health though. So it's going to take more than one shot from the Doomturtle to get rid of the Tier 9 Czechoslovakian auto-loading medium tank. 14-6 is the score. 6,211 damage done. 10,320 damage blocked by armor. The Progetto gets a kill. 15-6. ProvoBob says GG in the chat. Well played. Nothing wrong with that game. Nothing wrong with that game at all. 15-6 on Studzienki, not named after me. No, thank you for the comments for the people who said that in the past though. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for the old mate ProvoBob. Also got the Bruiser Medal for doing some modular damage. The Duelist, Fighter, Fire for Effect, Shellproof, 2 bonds, Cool-Headed for surviving at least 10 ricocheting shots. I'm sure it was more than 10. Steel Wall, Surprise, and High Caliber for doing more damage than anybody else. 6,211 damage done, which is, 800 more damage than he needed to get that mission. 3 times the hit points for TD number 8 for the heavy tank HTC, the T28 HTC, whatever it's called. 4 kills, 14-19 base experience. He fired 21 shots, 16 hits, 6 penned, 6,211 damage, 10,320 damage blocked by armor. He was shot 32 times. Only 3 of those shots penetrated, which is a testament to the armor on the T95, the Doomturtle, and only 29 shots bounced. That's why I got the steel wall and that 10,000 damage blocked by armor. Not a bad result. Not a bad result at all. Even firing that premium ammunition, you still made 2,000 credits after tax with a premium account in that 11.5 minute game. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. The old mate ProvoBob from 1AR-M. If you're looking for a clan to kick back and relax in, have a good laugh, and take the piss out of people like me and 1AR-M could be the clan for you. Check them out on the World of Tanks clan recruitment page and all that kind of stuff. Thanks again for the replay, Bob, and well done on that mission. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.